Day 13. The past 2 weeks have flown by. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that. Maybe it's because it is the middle of July and summer just seems to, after the 4th, usually just flies by. It's like a blur. So I'd love for summer to slow down a little bit. If someone could call that into the authorities, that would be wonderful. Regular Maverick, who is super hungry. Look at all those tiny bubbles on the top. She didn't sink all the way back down, but now that I've disturbed her, it does look like some of the air has released out and she is back down to her starting point. She smells nice and sweet. She doesn't smell acidic yet. She was pushing up on this lid. So she got all the way up to the top. And this was her starting point. So what, triple, quadruple rise. Now that we have had consistent rises and these starters are doing their thing, the very first thing I like to do with a new starter is strengthen them. I would like to strengthen these two by making a stiff starter. The way I make a stiff starter is 1 part starter, 1 part water, and then 2 parts flour. It's very thick. You can almost roll the dough in your hands. That's how thick it is. The only time I ever use my scale to feed my starter is when I'm making a stiff starter. If for some reason you do not have a scale, you could always use 1 tablespoon of water, 1 tablespoon of starter, and then 2 tablespoons of flour instead of using your scale. I am going to change out her jar. I am going to start with 10 grams of starter. Okay, it landed at 12. We're calling it 12. I'm going to add the exact same amount of water, so 12 grams of water. 12 on the dot. Because we had 12 grams of water, 12 grams of starter, we're going to use 24 grams of flour. Now, stiff starters are hard to stir because there's a lot more flour than what you typically put into your starter to feed. So I prefer stirring my stiff starter with a kitchen knife. It's also like the easiest thing to clean off because all you gotta do is that. Okay, so this is how thick your stiff starter is gonna be. She's gonna look like this. So I think she is pretty well stirred up and she's just going to remain in this little ball on the bottom. I will put the lid on there. Now she is going to take a lot longer to get to her peak. She'll stay at peak longer and then she will take longer to come back down. We'll see you later, dough heads.